That's all you need here. So let's go straight into the recorded section for today. So this is the recorded session for today. So good. Now what I want to do here is try to make sure that everything that is here is balanced. Let me turn off the compressor, the general compressor and fat channel. So what I'm trying to do is make sure that every sound that comes here is balanced. I'm not trying to do any changes. I'm not trying to do anything super exciting like that. As if you look at the DAW, there's no much plugin on it. So what I want to do first is I want to group the drums, then I'm going to group the vocals, and I'm going to group the instruments themselves, so everything can have individual group bus that I can work on, then send them to VCA channels also. So this is it. I already have a folder track that enables me to be able to control my record enable at once. So I don't have to go and be enabling them one after another. So what I do is just come here and just click this and everything is enabled and I can record and play back at the same time. So I'm recording and playing back at the same time. So the reason I don't also like much processing on my stuff is because I'm recording and at the same time I'm processing sound. So having too much plugins on that alone can have the laptop to crash, your CPU to overwork itself. So it's just a way of reducing too much workload on my CPU. So what I do is I just did a little bit. I do a little bit of mix on it. Then I just do a balance and balance everything out. So let's go to the mixer. Uh, let's create a bus for these drums first. So okay, let me change this setup here. Keep bus channels to the right. Okay, it's still the same way. I don't like keeping my bus channels to the right. I like them being where I want them to be. Like here, I've selected all the drums, and I like creating the bus channels, and they are just there. So I can just name it drums immediately. So drums. So what I want to do here is select this again. Here, no, select this again and bring this whole thing down. So this way, I can be able to control what I'm hearing and what I'm not hearing. So let's solo the drums. So bring the kicking out. So let's see the EQ on this kicking. And now I was in a hurry also. So let's go to default and yep. So what I want to do here is have this low cut all the way. I only need that bite sound from this kick. I don't want any other thing else. So let me change this to a 12 shelf. So this is the sound I'm looking for here. I don't want any other thing else. Good. I'm going to add a gate. I don't like compressing my drums too much. I think I said that in the other video because of the bus processor I want to do. So I don't like, yep, this is okay for me. I don't like to compress them too much, but I think I'm going to compress this. And I'm only using stock plugins. Yes, I'm only using stock plugins so that my CPU will also not overwork. So let me grab the compressor and just pull this down. This ratio a bit. Then attack and release just a bit. I don't want anything too much. Then increase the makeup gain. Yep, I just want to make sure that we are still getting that same decibels as before. So this is the kick out. Let's bring it in. Okay. Let's see this. Okay, this looks fine, but you gotta boost that a bit. Okay, so I think I'm good. I think I'm good. My choice here now. I think I'm good like this. Let me solo just this kick out. Yep. So I'm going to cut all of this out. I'm going to cut all of this out by the time it comes in with the kick. Yes, I just want it to be like a sub kick. Yep. Good. I just want it to be a sub kick. Let's give it volume a bit. So let's bring this down. I don't know why it's where. Okay. Let me remove my control surface. I think it's remove. Yes. So no control surface. All right. So no control surface. Yeah. So let's dial it in. So by the time this kick comes in with the kick in, it's going to make sense now. Yep. So now let's go to the snare. So I'm going to just copy this gain. So on Studio One, there's this option we have. It's just drag and drop to copy whatever you want to copy to the next track. So all I want is just a clear sound online. I don't want to do too much. I have to remove the gate on the kick out, because the kick out does not really have that too much bleed, just the kick in and the snare drum. So let's see the EQ on the snare drum. Okay, let's hear. Okay, on this snare drum, I'm using a preset snare dark from Presonus. I like this preset a bit, but I tend just to cut all of this. I like leaving all of these frequencies at 0. This is where I like that boost to come, because I want those low ends, and I don't want this. If I take away the sound, it's going to be sounding like one oink oink sound, like a carton sound. So I like this preset. That's why I keep using. I use this preset a lot, especially when it comes to live stream mix, because I'm not doing too much on the drums. I just want the drums to be there, the natural sound to be there. Yep. So let me boost this a bit too. So let's bring in the snare button. So I have a preset I use, snare button. So for the snare button, because it's the bottom, I want it to get to ring a bit, those ring sound a bit. So that's all for the snare. And let's go to dial it until I find that it's okay with the snare top. Okay, the gate is not much. Yes. So okay, exactly like this. Not picking too much, just a little bit. So let's go to the snare tom 2. So this is also picking what does not concern you. So let's go to floor tom. Sounds weird to me. So let's bring in the hi-hat. And the cymbals. I don't like the cymbals to be too loud because the condenser microphone I'm using now is not a very, very pleasant condenser microphone. My condenser microphone has issues, so I quickly switched to this one for last week's service. But hopefully this service will be better. All right. So this is all about the drums. So what I want to do now is create an FX channel for the drums where I'm going to be adding drum saturation and drum verb. But first, I want to first of all compress this drum on the bus channel. So for this compressor, I want to use the Fab Filter compressor C2 to compress the drums. I want it to be very, very compressed. So I'm going to put it on a little bit slow release. Yep, you see that the drum came to life immediately after the compressor. Let me take the compressor off now. See the compressor on. Yep. So let me bring the tom one down a bit. What do I do here again? So this is all I want to do for these drums. Just to add an EQ to do a buzz balance on it. So here what I do is I just remove a lot of this meat. I just take away the meat. Just to give it that rounded sound. That's what I do on my drum bus. Just take off the meat. And what I do again is just boost a little bit of the high. So you can hear the bite. Yeah. And I do that for the low too. So you can hear, you can feel the drum, the heaviness of the drum. So when everything comes in, it sounds like this. Then I now bring it down here. So it's sounding compressed and tight, just the natural drums. So here I want to do a drum verb, and I want to do a drum verb and a saturation. So good. Now on this drum verb, I'm going to be using the Presonus drum room verb. Like I said, I don't want to do too much processing. I don't want to add heavy plugins on it because I don't want my laptop to. So drum bus. So I'm sending this to drum verb. So you see. So I'm going to reduce the size of the room and the length. So give it this platey sound a bit. Let me increase this a little bit. Then turn down the mix. Good. Then we can reduce how much of it we want to hear here. But it's still going to sound wet. Yes, I don't want it too much. Then what I want to do again is come here and send the snare drums to that same verb. Because I want the snare drum to come out big. So I'm going to mess with this EQ a bit. Let me change. Okay, let me bring something here. I want that. Yes, That is it right there. I don't want it too much, just a little bit of it. I want this sound, this fat kind of sound coming out from that drums. So let's listen to the bass alone. Then I want to do bass rider also. Bass rider mono. So here it with the drums. So now let me add that drum saturation now that I have the bars. So it can I want to add that drum saturation now. Stereo saturation. No, not mono. And the stereo saturation. Remove saturation. So I'm using this available saturation from Waves. Okay. I'm sending now to saturation. Then reduce the mix. The blend. Then reduce how much of it I want to hear. It's just there. So I'm still coming back to reduce these toms. So I have the drums and the bars. So let's add the motive. So first let me bring it down. Then the motive comes in now. So I want to do something for this motive. I want to so I want to sterilize this motive. I have due to the amount of stuff I have coming in my mixer, I was not able to do a stereo channel for my motive. So what I do most of the time is after recording, I just double it and sterilize it like that. Yeah. So there are actually two ways you can sterilize your instrument, especially motive. I just like having it on two separate channels. But one of the ways is you come to this mono section here, you can turn it to a stereo section, then you bounce the sample, then it becomes stereo automatically. Then you have stereolized it. But I like having it on two channels, so I can be able to play a bit with the panning, just in case I have some certain crazy ideas I want to run through. So it's just there for me to work with. So I just pan it full on left and right for richness and fullness. Yeah. So that's me, but you can also sterilize it that way. So let's go to the laptop. I think the laptop has something. So the laptop here is playing loop. Yep. So like I said in my previous videos, anything sounds good and cool, leave it like that. Don't mess with it. Anything you feel, you see that it sounds good and cool, leave it like that. Thou shalt not touch it. Allow it be. Okay, don't go and mess around with it. Just let it be like that. So let's go straight into. So these are all the instruments I have. I just have the drums and the loop, the bars, and motive for Sunday. The talking drummer, like I said earlier, wasn't around, and the lead guitarist. For now, I don't have a lead guitarist, so but we have. So if you are there and you feel like okay, you can come and worship with us in our church, and you want to be our lead guitarist, please, you're welcome. So that's what I did here for the motive. So this is basically online. This is not in-house. This is online. It's already sounding coming together, sounding like a already mixed and mastered song, but it's just online. So that's why I like this option. The last option is for actually for me. So you can. This is a very very simple process. You can do it on any DAW of your choice. So I want to bring these faders down because I'm not using them at the moment. So I don't go and okay, Rocky Drum is coming this Sunday. So let's go straight to the BGVs. All right, I have a bus for the BGVs. So let me go move the BGV bus down to this place so they'll be close. Draw me close to you. So the only thing I like to see in my far left is just my FX channels because I don't really like them in between my channels. It distracts my mix. So let's hear the BGVs alone. Let's bring everybody down first so we don't have a bleeding sound. Uh-huh. So what I did here is I just added EQ on each and every channel. Then I'm sending to the main box. So I want to add Clear TVX from Waves on the main box because of the bleeding sound I'm hearing from the drums. So it can be able to help it to work better on Sunday. So we'll be able to hear. We good. So that reverb was much. I had to reduce it. So that I'm not doing anything much on the vocals, just compressing, putting an EQ, and applying a stereo, a Clarity VX on it. So it sounds good like that. So let's listen to. Let me bring down this. Okay, I'm using prayer. So let me bring down this fader down here. I don't use podcast for service. So I'm bringing down this prayer. I use prayer microphone for service. I can't mix that right now because I don't have a prayer section on that microphone. So I want to bring all of this stuff down so I can play everything together like this. So some of them are louder than each other, but I can't actually use this sample that I recorded to tell what to do to it because tomorrow's service, some other person might be using the other person's mic, and it's just going to be messed up like that. The only thing I can do was this to go to the recorded sample, look for. So found it, and here I can just reduce this. hear a bit. So this is it. This is all I can do for this. I can actually do much like that, because anything I'm doing now is going to affect tomorrow's service. So we don't know who might be holding the next mic tomorrow. So we can't use this particular person's way of singing to judge how to mix that particular. So what I do is anything I'm doing for one, I'm doing for all. They have to sound the same. They have to be as balanced as everything. Yeah, we don't have a particular mic dedicated to this person or dedicated to this person. Even a lead microphone, we don't have it dedicated to one lead vocalist. So it's something that they change over time. So I just tend to walk around them like that. Yeah. So let me play all of them together. So let's create a bus for both vocalists, the both lead microphones. Let's create a bus channel for them. So what I want to do with this bus channel, I'm going to move the sends on these channels to this bus. I have an analog delay. My previous video, I spoke about analog delay, and I'm also using a room verb. I told you guys that I'm using stocking plugins here. So I spoke about analog delay and how I love analog delay. Aside analog delay, the next delay I love, it's you can call it the H delay from Waves, but I'm not using that here because I don't want to overwork my my laptop CPU. I want it to be free while it works. Yeah, so I'm going to also copy this EQ and paste here, then work on it a bit. So I did this because I just kind of like this this thing here, this freedom space here. It's actually a precept I learned from Presonus, but I just tend to tweak it a little bit. So let's add in the lead voice. That was harsh. I wasn't expecting her to come in that strong, but she did. So we are going to work on this verb. I think it's much. Let's reduce it a bit. I don't want to touch anything there because I think I did a pretty good work here trying to make sure that they don't actually bite down well. Okay, let me reduce the mix of the room verb, the Valhalla verb to Shima. Bring this down. So let me hear now. Yes. So let me look for a section where I want to apply a gate here. Because so I did that so I can be able to hear the vocals alone without having the drums bleeding. It's actually a small space, not a very big space. So we are trying to manage space and all. So you tend to hear the drums a little bit on the vocals. So that's why it's not fully shielded. So yep. So let me play that. So I'm going to bring that up a bit. Then bring down the drums.
His name is Jehovah. Iron breaker. Iron breaker. Iron, iron, iron. Iron, iron, iron. Iron, iron, iron. Iron, iron, iron. Iron, iron. Iron breaker. Iron breaker. Iron breaker. Iron breaker. Iron, iron, iron. Iron, iron, iron. His name is King of Kings.
So I don't think there's anybody on this particular BGV. So it's just picking the whole room sound. So I want to take these two off. Then bring this up here. So let's hear it again. Yes, the sound is now a little bit more isolated. Iron breaker, iron breaker, iron breaker, iron breaker. So yeah, guys, so that is it. So everything here goes live. So let me turn on my compressor on my fat channel. I like these two a lot. They help to bring down and put everything together to sound unified. My threshold is at minus 13.12 dB, attack on 9.12 milliseconds, and release on 82.1 milliseconds. But I think I'm going to do a faster release and a slow, and a faster attack and a slower release instead. So let me bring my ratio down to 6.3, 5.8. Yep, thereabout. So reduce the mix a bit. I'm not adding any makeup gain because I don't want it to be loud like that. You get, so I'm still compressing on my fat channel. Yes, still compressing on my fat channel. I'm doing another analog EQ to add mastering color to it. Then I have a limiter here too. It's limiting around 3.5. Is it 3.5? It's 3.5 dBs, but 50 is the 5 there. So I'm still compressing here, but not too much compression. So just a very light compression again, just to put everything together. So let's hear. So this way, the people online can be able to understand and hear what they are doing and still be able to enjoy the sound. So I did a video of my sound from how I started and how it grew and grew and grew and got to this point. So let's just listen one more to the whole sound and everything. Then from there, we move. So yeah, come tomorrow's service. His name is Jehovah. Iron breaker, iron breaker, iron breaker, iron breaker, iron, iron. So yeah, come tomorrow's service. This is exactly what we are going to have online. So I hope this is helpful. If you have any other questions, drop it down in the comment section below. And I promise you, I'm going to hit you up with new videos talking about those particular things. Thank you and stay blessed.